Well, hello, hello, hello. We are live. Good morning. Hello, queens, coaches. Welcome to this live that we're doing. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, inside of Tribe of Spiritual Entrepreneurs, and on Instagram as well. Hello, Instagram. How are you? And so today our topic is on perception. How we see the world, how we see us. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. I've got a really amazing video planned for you, and you definitely want to share it. Call your friends, call your family, share this video because it is really critical when we talk about our perception of the world, how we see the world, the lens that we are looking at the world, and how that influences us. How does it influence our conversation? How does it influence how we show up in the world? How does it, how does it influence the jobs that we apply for, the businesses that we do, the men that we marry, how we raise our children? It is actually a phenomenal way of looking at your life because your perception is your reality. Hello, everyone. My name is Fatima Omar Kamisa. I am the founder of Million Stars Academy, where we equip women with the templates, the guides, the done-for-you content, and all of the resources and the mindset training and the unconscious training that she needs to help her get going, to help her be seen as a celebrity, to help her get the resources to create an incredible coaching business online. And whatever she wants, whether she wants to be a coach or a publisher, a published author, and to be seen as a celebrity in her niche. So that's what we're talking about today. Today, we're talking about perception and how perception rules us and how it makes a difference to how we show up in the world. Okay. Now, a lot of people will say something like perception is reality. Have you heard of that? People say perception is reality. And I'm going to tell you that it's not. Perception is not reality. I was talking to a woman who suffers from anorexia. And when she looks at her body, and she's very thin and she's very slim. And yes, she's in a hospital right now because she's getting the help that she needs. When she looks in the mirror and she weighs about 40 kgs, which is like under 100 pounds, she actually believes that she is fat and that she is obese and that she's ugly and unattractive. And it doesn't matter what you say to this person, that is their perception. Okay, so when you think about you, how are you looking at the world? What do you see in the world? Right? Perception is the reality of the viewer. Perception is the reality of you behind your eyes, how you see the world from that lens of reality. So if you decide that you are too ugly, you are right. If you decide that you are amazingly successful, you are right. If you think that you are unstoppable, if you think that you can create anything you want, you are right. If you think that there's no hope in this world, you are right. Okay? And it doesn't matter what someone else tells you, right? It's like, have you ever spoken to a teenager? And the teenager wants this thing that they want, and they've got a view of the world, and their parent is telling them something different. And that teenager cannot see your point of view in any way, shape, or form, right? Because, there's a saying, we will die for our beliefs. We will die for our beliefs. That is why when you don't work on your other than conscious mind, poor people get poorer, rich people get richer. You've heard of that. Okay, and so inside of our Business Queen Ascension, which starts in 5 days, we're going to talk about mindset and how the mind runs you. The mind is your captain, okay? And when you allow this captain to run the ship, most of the time, the world is running on the default programming of your grandparents, great-grandparents, and the people that raised you. Those of us who have broken free out of that and are creating something brand new, we've decided to keep all the good stuff from our parents and grandparents and great-grandparents and ancestors. And the things that are not working, we've decided, you know what? I want to create something different. I want to create something new. I know they were amazing people, but in this time and space, I want to create something new. And so you decide that you want to create completely different perceptions that, and guess what happens? When you change your perception, you change your result. Wow. Can we say that again? Yeah, when you change your perception, you change your result, because that's the thing that's keeping you in that cycle, the same cycle that you've been going through. Okay, so you might say to yourself, well, I am this type of person. You are right. Anything you say, it's also your perceptions of the world. If you believe that all rich people are crooks, then why would you want to be a rich person? If you think all men are cheaters, that's what you're going to attract, and you're going to be in that world where all men are cheaters. Okay, I remember a few years ago, and I was traveling a lot to the United States, and I was taking a lot of courses, and I was in various different types of coaching programs. Well, guess what my Muslim sisters told me? They said to me, why are you going to the States? Do you know what they do? You know how rude they are? Do you know, oh my God, how they treat people down there? And that was their perception. And guess what I responded? I said to them, really? I didn't know that, because every single time I travel, I meet the most kind, compassionate, respectful human beings everywhere I go. From the flight attendant, to the passport control officer, to the person who's doing my luggage, to the taxi driver. Every single person I meet is so respectful and so amazing. And these people were like, what are you talking about? Well, guess what? That was my reality. That was my perception. And everywhere I go, those are the kind of people I meet. I meet amazing, respectful, wonderful, loving, kind human beings everywhere I go. Even my clients. The clients I attract are beautiful human beings. They have the fire inside of them. They have a desire for change. They have the resources and the money to invest in themselves. And they are excited about their dreams. They are excited about their future. Those are the only people I attract. And so the question I want to ask you is, what kind of people are you attracting? What is your perception? And did you know that if you change your perception, you will change your reality? So here's a couple of things. Do not assume that your perception is your reality or the reality of the world. Don't assume that, because your perception is not reality. It's not my reality. It's not your neighbor's reality. Your perception is only your reality. Okay, here's another thing you want to know. Be respectful of other people's perceptions. They may be right. I know. Here's the funny thing. Your perception of the world may actually be incorrect, and someone else's perception may be the right perception of the world, right? It's a humbling experience to go, what? You mean I'm not right all the time? No, my darling, you might not be right. Right? And I speak to my children all the time. I have 5, and I'm going to tell you, every one of them's perception of the world is different and different from mine. And so I actually came to a point where I have to ask myself, do I want to be right or do I want to be happy? And I'm going to tell you, I always choose, I want to be happy. So I'm willing to sit with you or my children or someone else that has a completely different perception of the world and say, let me hear what your perception of the world is. Let me hear your point of view. I want to learn from you. And that's what coaching does. Coaching gives you a different perspective of how seven-figure coaches are making it happen online that you may not necessarily know about, because you have one perception of the world, and that perception creates your reality. Your perception creates your bank account. Your perception creates your relationships. Okay? And it's time to recognize the distortions in your own perceptions and to say, how have I been viewing the world, and can I view it differently? And if I choose to change my glasses or my lens, will I get a different result? What? Breakthrough! That's a huge aha moment. And that's why I choose to spend a lot of time with seven-figure coaches, eight-figure coaches, people that are really making a difference, because I want to see what their perception is and why I did not create those things. And as soon as I started mingling with these people, guess what? My perceptions changed and my results changed. Oh my God. It was the most amazing thing. So every single time I want to up level my game, I get validation from credible sources and experts. I start modifying my perceptions. Okay. Now, if you're saying to yourself, I like this, I want to be able to do this, I want to be around people, I want to modify my perception, I want to change it to change my results. Well, guess what? You should join our Business Queen Ascension program. The Business Queen Ascension program is a full 5 days starting on Monday, February the 22nd. And inside of that, we're going to help you recreate a brand new perception of your world so you get a brand new result. Oh my God, how cool is that? Right? Now, if you are 100% happy with the results that you're having, then you might not need to join us. But if you want to up level your game, you're thinking, I want to really like 20x, 30x, 40x my results, it's time to change your perception. Join us. The link is inside of the post right here. I know my team is going to put a link in here. It's all happening inside of the Tribe of Spiritual Entrepreneurs on Facebook. And if you're already inside of the tribe, awesome, welcome. And make sure you register so you get the brand new workbook. You want the brand new workbook for the Business Queen Ascension, because that's going to be your fillable workbook, your blueprint that's going to help you in the next 12 months. Oh my God, I love this. Tell me, what did you get out of this? What was your biggest takeaway on perception? And really getting a chance to say, you know, is it time for me to modify my perceptions? Is it time for me to upgrade my perception? Is it time for me to say, I need a new way of looking at things because I must get a new result? Because what is the definition of insanity? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a brand new result, right? It's not going to happen until you change your perception, until you change your belief system, until you change the lens of what you are looking at life. Nothing's going to change. It's going to be a hope and a wish and a prayer. So I encourage you, join the Business Queen Ascension. Oh my God, 5 days and counting. So excited. And I will see you inside of Business Queen Ascension, February 22nd. I will talk to you later. Bye for now.